قالوا لنا العنف اللي بيشوفوه أو العنصرية أو الظلم اللي بيشوفوه في فلسطين يضاهي مئات المرات الظلم اللي شافوه في جنوب إفريقيا أيامات الفصل العنصري. وهذا كلام روادوا لنا أشخاص مثل دزمن توتو، مثل مايكل لابسلي، شخصيات جنوب إفريقيا المعروفة والمشهورة.
I know that it's easy for people to compare South Africa's apartheid to what's happening in Palestine, and I disagree. Because it's what's happening there is worse.
We've never had bombs in our areas there was decimation, there was dispossession, there was collective punishment, not to the same extent and the degree and the brazenness in which it's taking place. There is no shame with the Israeli apartheid and the genocide that it's committed. In South Africa, they try to cover it up to some extent.
قصة المستعمر إذن أكثر إقناع، ومن ثم وسائله أكثر دموية ووحشية.
The word apartheid is often applied to Israel. What South Africans experience, it is absolutely nothing compared to what the Palestinians experience on a day-to-day basis.
I have visited the occupied Palestinian territories and have witnessed the humiliation of Palestinians at Israeli military checkpoints, the inhumanity that won't let ambulances reach the injured, farmers tend their land, or children attend school.
My father went to Palestine on a number of occasions. He spoke clearly about seeing the parallels, seeing the similarities between the experience of Palestinians and the experience of Black South Africans. And in fact, he said, in many ways, apartheid as it exists in Palestine is worse than apartheid as it existed in South Africa.
First went to Palestine as I did as a minister, and I never ever at that stage of my life now, after struggle and involvement and understanding and solidarity, and as a minister going to Palestine to see what was going on, and I'm talking about the first time, 2004, I said what so many of our comrades said who had visited, that what we're seeing is far worse than South Africa and the way blacks were treated in South Africa. But we also could see that there were aspects that was exactly out of the playbook of the Nazis from Germany. You could see that aspect in terms of the brutality, the confinement, the control system, the lines of people at the checkpoints, the military, the illegal settlers. I was in a car now with a South African flag, and as we were driving from East Jerusalem, where I was staying, to Ramallah, how these crazy criminal settlers ran over and started spitting at our car and pointing at our flag and screaming at me. The hostility was thick in the air of race, hate and rage, far more than the atmosphere of South Africa.
One of the first experiences that I had was driving from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem and seeing on the highway a sign that said all Palestinian cars must exit at the next exit. And I was like, I mean, at the height of apartheid, they didn't tell us that we couldn't be on parts of the highway.
في جنوب إفريقيا خلال 3 عقود تحولت المقاطعة ضد نظام الفصل العنصري من احتجاجات رياضية وثقافية إلى سحب استثمارات وعقوبات دولية أربكت النظام وأسقطته.